Hey everybody, Tim the Nintendo Gamer here, and we are back for another Mario Kart World Wednesday. Let's go everybody. I'm just going to give you just a few seconds to join in, especially with the delay in the stream, but I'll jump in. Of course, you always got the opportunity to join in. My friend code is available in the description below, and if needed, I'll throw it into the chat as well. Let me know about your week so far. And looks like we're jumping into a race reasonably quickly, which is nice. The first race always seems to take a little bit of time. I haven't had a bad week, just starting a little bit of house hunting at the moment, so it's always a little bit stressful. But so far, we haven't found what we're looking for. Otherwise, it's back to work. I see most people are back into the swing of things this week, and I'm sure next week will be the real test when everybody's really back. Ooh, sorry code. So let's see how it goes. That's interesting. You've got some good friends. You haven't had those in ages, but it looks like it was all in one day and now it's all back. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like the whole room is full, so I'm sure those of you that are joining in to race with will have to just wait till the next one, because you know these races go by very quickly. If you are jumping into the chat for the first time, let me know where you're from. So it's fun to learn about where our stream is being watched. And if you're returning, thank you so much. Nice to have you back. Come say hi. Hopefully we can have a nice chilled stream today. Have some fun. Prin has got some cool stuff up his sleeve about the Mario Kart races on a Wednesday. But I'm not sure if we're starting with that today, but look forward to that. Also check the Nintendo Discord, the Nintendo Distributor Discord, the SA1, if you're interested in joining, especially those of you in South Africa. So that you're going to have some fun, putting up some kind of leaderboard. Quinn's got some really cool ideas, so I'll let her share those once we get going. Woohoo! Oh, we must have joined in like right at the beginning of a race, because is that yellow bar even moving? It is. It's just behind the camera, unfortunately. Here we go. Hey Brent. You heard your name and you appeared. I'm sure that's some kind of superpower, Brent. I love exploring in Mario Kart World. It's so crazy how some people really don't like doing this. The collecting stuff is frustrating if you don't have a list. That's 100% true. But the actual driving around, I could do that as a sort of chilled way of handling life, really. Prince says hi. You say your name and you appear. Okay, looks like we're getting close to the time that we'll actually get into our first race, which is great. Although that yellow line is not moving anymore and we're not going anymore, so let's hope that it hasn't frozen itself out. Let's see, let's see. I think I might just... Okay, let's just give it to So, okay. Friend is joined. Okay, so people are joining now. Okay. Woohoo! Okay, finally got it. Hey, we've got a 3-lapper in the first one. So we roll. Love it. Yeah, sounds good, Pren. So Pren says she's just waiting. She dropped some ideas in with the powers that be, and then she's just waiting for some feedback and buy-in from everybody else, and then we can share with the full community. I think it's awesome, Pren. All your ideas, I just saw them now, to be honest, just before I logged in, and I love all the ideas. So I think all of those things will work, and especially if you can do like screenshots for time trials and that sort of thing. I think people will love that. Sort of what they do online for the Mario Kart community, which is quite nice. Okay, let's go. You left the spot, guys. Don't get that all the time. Ooh, nice combo. Decided to go a long way. Where am I going? The wrong way, did I say? The long way? Ooh, nice deadlock. Okay, I'm not doing so well with collecting stuff, so I might as well. Yeah, very few boxes in this track, I remember that. Another bad combo. Stay on the straight and narrow for a bit here. How are we doing with coins? Yes, brain, good brain. Rocking cow. Today I see, very nice. I see some people call cow Mimi. I guess it's from Mimi Meadows. That's probably where they get that. And probably sounds better than calling someone, telling someone you're riding cow. It's so funny to me that Nintendo sometimes gives characters names. Like you have something that looks exactly like an animal of some sort, and they'll call it like a random name, and then for other animals they're like, no, it's cow. Like the bat, it's not called a bat, what is it called? Something different than sheep. Woo, Tim, where are you going, dude? I waited way too long. At least now if we get some... Oh, I think we've made up some places there, but I don't think we did too much. So I waited way too long to get stuff there and make my move forward. That was a very slow move. That was very slow. -8. Okay, not too bad. So this means this is a tough room. How was your week, everybody? I went to the chiropractor today, guys. I haven't been to one since I was a kid. But I've been having sleeping well and getting weird headaches, so the doctor suggested I go to the chiropractor to loosen this up. And I know you see those videos of how they twist your spine and neck. It's always freaked me out, and they did it to me, and I mean, it seems to have helped, although I am feeling a bit stiff now, which is, I guess, understandable. But man, how do they get those things right? I'd be so scared. I don't think I could become a chiropractor. For some reason, I think I could become a surgeon more easily than a chiropractor. At least when you're cutting into somebody, you know where you're supposed to cut. Doing everything just by moving someone's shoulders and back. How do they do that? Okay, so we've got an intermission track. Let's go. Making our way to DK Pass. Alright, school started today. Alright, Craig. So you had to get the kids ready. So I'm guessing your youngest is too young to go to school. That's why they had a chilled one. Yeah, so it sort of starts, so Crane asked where's the pain, and it sort of starts in the bottom of my neck and then goes all the way up to my head. So it's like some sort of inflammation in the neck or pinched nerve or something. I did that. And when I was at the GP, she did try and turn my neck a little bit, and she could see that I could only turn, what did they say, the rotation is limited in one of the directions, so that's why they suggested the chiropractor. And they said I can also do physio, because I know some people are not so keen on chiropractors. So I wanted to give the chiropractor, because she suggested that first, but if that doesn't work, then I might have to do physio. I did go to a biokineticist once when I hurt my ankle playing football, and that was amazing. They were great. It took a few sessions, but that really helped. So, but I think they deal mostly with like sports injuries, and this is just, I think, not sleeping correctly. Probably something wrong with my pillow or something. And maybe just slouching from work in front of the computer, unfortunately. We're not doing too bad, we've already had the shock. This. That was a crazy finish. Okay, 6th. Getting up to the top 5. That's where we like to go, everybody. That's where we like to go. So yeah, just on the neck and then pinching up to the front. I've even got it a little bit now. Wow, in 6th I'm getting points. Ooh, I like this room. It's probably a hectically tough room though. Okay, 8 and 11. Okay, so they're both at school, I guess. Oh, it has had. I didn't read that properly, Brent. School started today. My youngest has had such a lovely chill time at home. Yeah, I mean, I used to hate going back to school. I mean, and I liked school in general, but I think there's always something fun about holidays. So going back to school, even though I like the idea of school, man, much rather I stayed at home. Hey, look at us, we're getting many options for races, which is pretty cool. I wonder where Donuts and Luna are. They've been joining us regularly the last few weeks. And I heard they had an awesome Splatoon evening this year. I tried to jump on, but I was super late, and so by the time I jumped on, they were on their last race. And the last time I played Splatoon 3, I was using a different profile, so I basically have to start at 0 again, unless I'm going to start, unless I swap over back to my other profile. But it looks like people had a lot of fun yesterday, which is cool. I'm not very good at Splatoon, but it is quite fun. So be sure to join in with Luna and everybody else on Tuesdays. Around this time, I believe too. They're going at 9 o'clock, I think, on Tuesdays. For Splat Tuesdays. Everybody a little bit of a start today. We've got some unusual items here. Just remember this course. Ooh, that place is almost nothing now. Says, also sounds like tension, posture, headaches. My youngest has a few years ago. He was slouching over and doing the pediatrician recommends some stretching exercise for him. Yeah, that's what the chiropractor said today. He said I slouch when I sit. And I think just because for those of us that have to sit in front of a computer the whole day, you have to be so good about getting up and standing long enough. So my wife is much better at it because she teaches, but she really tries to stand up in between classes and walk around. So I think I just need to get better at that as well. Okay, this is level 3, right? Oh, that's a dirty one. I thought we were going to get one a bit later, but in some ways that's not bad. Means, hopefully... Oh my word, I didn't go for 2 items there for no reason. Okay, very lucky. Very lucky item I got there, guys. We get 6th again? Yep, okay. Pediatrician recommends some stretching exercise for the neck, raising monitor so you look up a little as well. He said the number of cases like this has increased a lot with technology and our lifestyles. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And the headaches are pretty bad because I used to get, well, I still do get migraines very occasionally. My mom used to get them quite a lot. And so I think I've got it from her. So every now and then I get them, and the pain is really quite similar. And when it hurts down the neck, it becomes like really difficult to look at lights and stuff like that. So even screens and stuff become a problem. So I think it's definitely, you know, because of our lifestyle spread. I think you're right. Oh, shame. So Donuts finished work late, so they'll join soon. That's awesome. Yeah, back to work. Everybody's getting back into the swing of things for the new year. Wow, we keep getting options. I love it. We had this a few weeks ago, but then last week it seemed to not give us racing options that often. It looks like we're back to getting lap races as options very often. Nice when we get our full room again and jump in. Okay, let's see where we're going. Is that intermission or is that the lap race? Oh, we got it at Desert Hills. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's go. See if we can do better than 6th, everybody. Okay. I'm just going to collect 1. As you can see, there's a lot of people in this room that are doing this. Prince says, yeah, I struggle with migraines and regular headaches too. I have a migraine cap from Takealot that works nicely and it's good. Oh, that's cool. How does a migraine cap work? I've never heard of that. Sounds like something I need to look into. Nothing really seems to work for me, other than really going to sleep. I'm not a big fan of sleeping, and I've got insomnia quite often, so if I go to sleep, it means I'm properly sore when it comes to migraine. So how does a migraine cap work? Does it just keep stuff like this? I have found that pressure works. Hey Ninfriendo, says Luna. Hey Luna. Welcome. You've got into a weird part of the conversation. We are discussing migraines. Welcome. Am I just miles away from it? I am. Jesus. Let's go. Donkey. Giant stones. Wow, that was horrific. 18 saved me 2 places. Crikey, this is a tough room. This is a tough room. Minus 50. Ooh. So I was saying, does it just sort of keep everything like tight and put pressure on your head? Because that seems to help with me if I sort of got pain on the left hand side. Just putting something cold and holding something there seems to help. Happy hump day, says Tilted Donuts. Welcome, Donuts. You've joined. We heard you joined just after work. Thanks for joining. I'm sorry work ran so late. It always sucks when you have to work late. But thanks for joining us. That was very cool. So the cap is made of lycra and filled with gel. Yes, it works with pressure and can heat or chill it depending on the headache. Oh, that's really good. Because as I was saying, sometimes putting something cold helps me, so that's really cool. I must look into that. Thanks, Bren. I definitely will. I was actually just saying that to my wife at dinner today. I was like, it's weird that for some reason cold seems to help, because I think for a lot of people heat seems to help. But for me, it's like even just grabbing something from the fridge, like a bottle or something, and just holding it over my eyes seems to help a little. Hey Luna. Luna's asking, how is everyone? Happy Wednesday, she says. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Just like I was talking about, got a bit of a headache. And I think it's going to be one that's going to eventually retire me this evening for something. I won't be able to stay much past the hour, but otherwise doing quite well. Just started house hunting. We're looking for new renting at the moment, so we're just looking at the possibility of maybe getting a tiny place, but stuff's just so expensive everywhere. So if you find what you'd like at the price range you'd like, is quite difficult. But we're trying. And luckily it's not a need, so if we don't find anything, at least we can sort of just keep renting where we are. And we kind of like the place that we are, it's just we were considering whether it's worthwhile getting a place, some property. But as everybody knows, people our age nowadays can't buy property, it seems. It's getting harder and harder for us. He's dropping 2 items. Okay, I need to keep it and look out for the map there. Okay, so we're ending here. Hey, there's Luna. There's Commodore. I think that actually might be Donuts. I think Luna likes to use Toad, right, Luna? Oh, I was just about to press it. You won't believe it. I had my finger over the button. Gosh. Just about to use my star. Man. Oh my word, and I missed everything. Crikey. What a good hit by the fire. I'm gonna blame it. Hey, there's Uncle G. Welcome, Uncle G. It depends on the type of headache, says Prim. Chill for tension, heat for sinus. Oh, interesting. Well, that's for me anyway. And weirdly, Super M chocolate milkshake sometimes. Oh, cool. And she also added, it doesn't take the pain away completely, just eases a bit when medication kicks in. My headaches last for over a day, and then you have the medicine hangover. Yeah, so I have to be honest that it sounds like yours are definitely worse than mine. So, like I said, I don't get migraine very often, but when I do, it's usually sort of mid-afternoon, and it's usually when I've maybe not slept well, and then the screens have just become too much. But then when it hits me, I basically just have to sleep. I do take some meds, some headache tablets, and they do, like you said, they ease a little bit, but it doesn't go away. The only thing that I seem to be able to do is sleep. That's the only way I can get through it, and then basically I just wake up the next day, and then hopefully it's gone by then. But I really like this idea of this, a cap that might just keep something cold on your head, friend. So I think that might help for me. And then Luna said, good luck with the house hunting. Thank you. Renting or buying is expensive either way nowadays. I know. That's kind of what made us think like maybe we should look into buying, because it's so funny because when we told my dad we were going to rent, and we've been renting for a while. I mean, we've been married for 12 years, 13 years. And so we've always rented. And when we told my dad, he was like, no, you should buy, it doesn't make any difference. I mean, makes much more financial sense to to buy rather than rent, because you're just paying off someone else's bond. And that's 100% true. However, the difference now, because you have to pay, especially if you're living in an apartment or something like that, with the levies and etc., and depending on your rental agreement, you may not have to cover those. So for us, we found renting to be a little bit cheaper and basically what we could afford. And so that's why we've kept, and we also kind of like the flexibility, because Roz and I like to be around and sort of in different parts of South Africa for different reasons and different projects, assignments and stuff. So that's been good to be able to just sort of from one day to the next just pick up and move somewhere, at least from one day to the next. But now that we were a little bit more stable, we were like, maybe we should buy. But yeah, it seems like it's exactly what we thought. It's just as expensive, and there's other hidden costs. Brent says, welcome ladies, it felt lonely in here. Yeah, 100%. It's great to have you on circuit with us. And then buying has its own issues too. Maintenance, insurance, etc. is so expensive. 100%. That's what we were finding. And then, of course, you never get the house, at least what we've been looking for. You never get the house exactly like you want it, so you always have to budget for any changes you want to make. And then construction is insane. I actually have a cousin of mine that's an architect, and so I was asking him for some advice. And when he told me the prices that we're looking at for construction, we were like, yep, that just prices every house that we thought might be doable completely out. Whew. That was quite lucky actually, because I missed that off. I don't know who were riding the crowd, but they were pretty cool. They got the timing perfect for that shot rage. Now this we're doing this reverse, right? Okay, so we do one lap in here, which at least makes it a little bit better. Okay, shock at least this happened. I'm not going to get another. And that's whether I can get the fence. Ooh, that's good. Looks like me. Woohoo! Very lucky. Okay, I got 5th there. That's not bad. I was very lucky with the boo there. And we got 2 shocks there. 2 shocks in one race. Wow. That seems to be happening more often. How's this room doing? Are we still getting... Okay, that's good. Moving in the right direction. Moving in the right direction. Woohoo! So how did Splatoon and... Well, how did Splatoon go yesterday, ladies? When I jumped into Discord and I actually caught just the end of your Twitch stream, Luna. It seems like it had gone well. You guys look like you had quite a few players playing, which is cool. Tilted Donut says, I missed that lightning by a hair width. We did have some time to warm up, you're right. You're right, Luna. Although, I've got to be honest, I wasn't really doing as well as, let's say, I could have. Let's say I could have. I was way more interested in the migraine cap that Pren was telling me about. Six of us in the private lobby. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Luna's asking if I'll join. Yeah, I do want to join. I actually had something up. Well, I have something on Tuesday, so I'll usually 9 o'clock is just about when I'm available, so it should be possible. So I must just remember to do it straight away. Yeah, chill, and there's a few others that are good. Custard's really good. Because they were playing quite regularly. I think they were doing it also Tuesdays, if I'm not mistaken. And they had like a regular group going. Even for a while on, I think the Splatoon 2, it might have been the original Splatoon. They had like a team going. And they would play against other teams around the world. I mean, I don't think there's anything ever official, but it was definitely regular. Having played like 0 first-person shooters in my life, I think I'm just first-person games are just not my forte. I found Splatoon super hard to get into, and I love that it's like a friendly version of a first-person shooter, because I'm definitely more into my friendly games. But yeah, it made getting into Splatoon super hard for me, and I'm still not very good, even though I've played all 3 of it now. Sure, we actually doing this one nerd. Crazy. I was wondering why I didn't look just a little bit off. Woo! When you get some cool... Oh my word, I went over my own banana. think I managed to hit someone, but actually lost a place. Yeah, donuts, they're so good. So yeah, I think Chill in particular, Custard, and even Ryan. I don't know if he's playing with us at the moment, but he does write for me occasionally for Pokemon and for Splatoon stuff. And he's really good too. So I must actually try to ask him to join as well on Tuesdays. Because how many do you need for a full lobby? Is it 8, right? Is it 4 on 4 for most of the game? Shows you how long I haven't played. Oh, thanks. Luna says Splatoon has a steep learning curve. I wouldn't say it's one of the easiest shooters, so don't be so hard on yourself. Oh, that's okay. I also, okay, I think like Mario Kart is more my game, and platformers, I can do it. I think it's okay. I'm quite happy not to be so good at those games, but they're still fun to play, which is the point. Are your writers in our Discord? I think that, I think Ryan is. I'll double check with him. He should be. He actually used to work at the store before. And if any of you were there for the Switch 2 midnight launch, he ran the Nintendo quiz. His Nintendo knowledge is ridiculous. And he had some friends overseas, so he managed to play almost all the consoles when he was growing up. Because even me, because I'm a little bit older, and had all the consoles, like I had the original Famicom. But I don't think we even had, I don't remember seeing the Super Famicom or GameCube, the N64 in South Africa. Then with the Wii, it sort of came back. And I'm sure you could find them, but it wasn't like a very common thing, at least with my schooling and my friends who were gamers. But South Africa is very much more a PC first, and then, hey, there's Chill, a PC first community, and then sort of PlayStation and Xbox made a big splash. But Nintendo's never been very big here until the Wii, and then of course the Wii U was a disaster everywhere. Oh my word, I missed it, the box there. And now the Switch obviously brought a big community back and introduced a whole bunch of new people to the Nintendo games, which is so cool. But yeah, Nintendo has this also weird reputation here in South Africa, like it's only a game for kids, and it's so weird because I know their games are quite family friendly, at least for the most part, but it is a weird reputation that we've sort of had here, and it doesn't really it's not so strong in other countries, because in America you still hear that sentiment, but it doesn't affect their sales. It's like such a popular console pretty much everywhere else. That was a terrible time for me to get that. And then I was thinking of my other writers. Kelly hasn't written for us for a long time, but I'm not sure if she's in our Discord. I'll check as well. And then the other writers, the recent ones, are Zane, and he used to be on the Discord, but I know that guy's so busy now. And feel that he's got a really hectic schedule, so I know it means he can't play as often as he used to. And then the other writers are guys from SA Gamer before, so they are on the Discord, but they're not very active. I need to move. Woo. 10. But yeah, Splatoon's a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed the Splatoon single player, and I think that helped me a lot, because not only does it teach you the different like roller and splat gun and everything, but it's the splat stuff, the different weapons, and then it also helps you to move and stuff. So I really think, and especially in Splatoon 3, I think their single player campaign is really good. At least I remember really enjoying it. It's actually quite a lot of platforming on top of the first-person stuff. And then Pren says, remember we have a tricky history. I believe we couldn't get the original stuff easily here. We had that faux family computer system. It's true. And in fact, to be honest, growing up, I can't even remember. I think we had one, like if I'm thinking about, and I'm just relying purely on my memory, so it's probably not the best thing. But I think at home we had a Famicom, which was the original. And that's the Japanese version, which in America was called the NES. But we did at least have some originals of that one. And then of course the other one, which I think was called the Golden China, which you'd see. It looks almost identical, but it said Golden China where the other one would say Family Computer. But what I think on top of that, Brain, is that I just don't remember seeing the Super Famicom or the Super Nintendo. Either version didn't really appear anywhere. You know, fake ones or not. But I think that's so, yeah, Luna says, yeah, it's sad that Nintendo has that kid console stigma here. It's such a misconception. Yeah. And some of their games even the games that are supposedly for kids, like, I mean, even if you think of Mario, Odyssey is one of the best games, period. Like, ever. People should play that game. Like, if you like video games, you should play Odyssey. And I think the only place where PlayStation and Xbox and other developers that maybe are not first party really do shine is story. I don't think in general Nintendo worries as much about story, and then there's other games that really have fantastic stories. So there's one thing where you could say, but in terms of gameplay, my word, I think you'd be hard to find any games on any of the other consoles that feel as good and as fun to play as... Are those new? I think those are new. I don't think we used to have those there. Right? We never used to have that. We'd have to do this whole section unawarded. You think Nintendo made a change there? Am I just forgetting? But I don't think those were there. Anyway, sorry. So I think it's such a pity that more people don't play, and so that's why I'm always encouraging people to play. And it's funny, my wife didn't really grow up playing many video games. She had a few games that we'd play on the computer, or that she'd play on the computer. And she even played some of those like Disney classics that appeared, through copies on computer systems, on PC systems. But since we've been married, she finished Odyssey with the assist mode. It was like the first game she's ever finished. And I mean, that's such a cool experience for someone to have, especially when a game is that good. Wow, I had a bomb and I think I landed in a bomb. It's amazing. And I was even thinking about Kirby, not the racer. My word! This is really a disastrous little bit here at the end. Oh my word, Tim! I just missed that completely. The Kirby platformer, the name just escapes me now. That Kirby game was amazing, and especially if you had beginners. And I kind of felt that that's the thing that I struggled with Kirby Air Riders. You'd think the one-button system would make it so simple to play, but actually there's so much to the one-button system that it actually made it really kind of difficult for a new person to play to grasp all the things that you have to do, because it just basically meant that you're doing this all the time. So it's crazy. Those plants were new for sure. There was a Mario Kart World update. Wow, amazing. Luna. That's cool. And Donut says, did anyone feel the wrath of my lightning? I definitely did. I definitely did, Luna. And then I should have done better, because straight after the lightning I got 2 speed items and then managed to take myself off the track. Wow, Rainbow Road. We don't get that very often. Let's see how people feel. Not too many. Oh, we've got quite a few now. Okay. We might get Rainbow Road, everybody. Yes, chill. And I need to get Chill to jump into the chat. We actually used to do voice chat back in the day on Discord, even during the games. I think that was before we were streaming, so we'd all just jump onto voice chat on Discord. And that's obviously before Nintendo had their own voice chat, because as we know, they were a bit late to the party on that one. So it used to be quite fun when we got a whole bunch of people onto the voice chat. A little bit chaotic, but it was fun. Okay, we're making our way to Rainbow Road. Okay, so this will be the last race before we go knockout. Let's do it. And by lap rate, I mean last. Let me just write that again. Let's do it. Woohoo! Someone's throwing green shells at me. It's so funny that Nintendo put in those vines. Wow. Because so many people complained about the intermission tracks in general, and then specifically those long water sections in intermission tracks. So people thought that Nintendo was never listening. Apparently they were. Apparently they were. So pretty. And even the visuals, like, I was just thinking now, you know, the visuals in some ways are kid friendly, and that's 100% true. But how people can't see how beautiful it is? Like, Nintendo's animations are like crazy. Another game that you want to see play, if you want to see amazing animations and just like dedication to their craft and amazing game design and animation, is Super Mario Bros. Wonder. So that's the latest 2D platformer, and the animations in that game are insane. Even this course, I mean, if you look away, you probably fall off the course, but if you do, there's so much stuff happening in the sky. At one point you can look down and see the city below. And I think someone has like sort of modded the game and sort of removed all the sort of the protections, and if you fall and you go down, you can actually land in that city. So they've actually built a city down there. It's not just a little 2D placard, which is just ridiculous to think about. Game designers are just on another level sometimes. How did I do that? I needed some protection there. I'm only 15. I'm really off it today. Keep concentrating. Oh my word, I got my turn wrong. Okay, what am I doing tonight? Hey, is that BT Custard? Oh, we got more people. Luna! Donuts, you stole my boxes! In fairness, they were probably your boxes too, but you stole them! Donut, you did it twice! I tried to move to the other box and so did you. That's so funny. Well done. Well done. You got me twice. Okay, I have to go wide so I can get some boxes. Okay, there we go. Here's some speed. Last lap. 5 of 5. Finally got some boxes. This is a cool one to get just before we head off to knockouts. Yo, so pretty. I mean, look at the crazy stuff that's happening. Oh, good lightning, whoever that was. Wow, I have been able to gain no places in this race. There's Custard. Lose it, lose it. It didn't let me. Oh my word. Disastrous. Disastrous. But I love this course. So good. Okay, just going to give us some time to hop over there. If you'd like to join us for knockout. So let me do that. Donut says she couldn't get out of the 20s. I'm saying me too. But also you kept stealing my boxes. Okay, so we're gonna head up to knockout. Okay, I'm just gonna give this a little bit of time because I know this is so crazy to try and get everybody to join in at the same time. Okay, so let's do that. Knockout time! Let's do it. Let's do it, Mario. Mario time! All is fair in love and Mario Kart. Okay, so let's see if you guys can join us there. It would be really cool. This is always, I wish there was just some, maybe there is. I think I said this last time and I forgot to check. I need to actually see if there's any way of like keeping us all together, but I think we just have to create a lobby, and then I don't think there's enough of us for a full lobby. But as usual, if you don't join in the first one, I will always do another one, so that we can at least do one knockout together for those that are interested in playing. Okay, Acorn Rally. Seems like most people weren't able to join me, so that's no problem. I'm sure you'll jump into the lobby now. Okay, let's see how we go. Luna says, gotta wait until the kids go to bed, lol. The problem is, Luna, I think then you get all the American and Japanese kids jumping online. And they are amazing at this game. I remember with Mario Kart 8, when I got to, I think it was 10,000 BR, I was so pleased. I was like, wow, this is cool. I'm pretty good at this game. And then I played against people that had 99,000 VR, which is just insane because I could struggle to get to 10,000. And I mean, as you can see in the system now, I'm stuck on 7,700. So yeah, 99,000 VR. And a lot of the races are from parts of Europe, but definitely America and Japan. It's insane. Okay, we made through the first gate, everybody. And we've got mushrooms, trips, and one. Whew. Past the spiny shell sign. I think 99,999 was the cap, and so, but I mean, you had people that then got 99,000, would restart and get 99,000 again. The system was a little bit different than the current one, so I don't know if there's any people that are that high, to be honest. I've only seen people, I think I've seen like one person, and that was watching a video, get to like 10,000, and they really like playing Mario Kart constantly. They're sort of Mario Kart streamers, and that's kind of all they do every day. And they're obviously very good at the game. Oh my word. But even then, they made a big deal of getting to 10,000. And I've noticed like since I've got to 7,000, like I struggled to make any headway. And 7,700 seems to be about my limits. I've gotten to 8,000, but that was when I was playing a lot, and I couldn't get much higher than that. And now I sort of hover around 7,700, going a little bit up and down, down to 7.4, up to 7.9, but I sort of... Prin says these are probably the big kids. 100%. But there we go, guys, I'm out.
Oh no!
Hopefully we can join soon. Hopefully you can join now. And I'm in the mud. Perfect picture of what is happening tonight. I love it. Okay. So I'm going to go to next race. Hopefully that means you guys can join me easily. Let's try and do one together. There we go. Luna Wolf, Tilted, and Pren able to join. Let's mix it up. I'll try Luigi.
All right.
Let's go, Luigi. Green on green, Luigi. Alrighty everyone, looks like we're going to get our final run together. Hope it goes well. Thank you so much for joining everybody. I know it's a slightly curtailed and maybe even more chilled stream. I'll blame it on my headache. But I appreciate you all joining in as usual and jumping into the chat. It always makes things much more fun to have that interaction. And don't forget to tune in next week Tuesday on Luna's channel. On Twitch, it's available on the Discord. That's the Nintendo Distributor SA Discord, and you can do some Splatoon with us, or more specifically with her and Donuts, and we'll be joining them. And then Wednesday nights, every Wednesday at 10 o'clock, at 9 o'clock GMT+2, so at CAT, we play some Mario Kart World. And we're trying to do more and more of this, and Prin's got some cool ideas, so please do jump into that Discord. I also try and post whenever I can. And check out Twitch as well, where Luna is streaming. And maybe Prin did suggest I need to go and start streaming there at the same time, so I need to look into that. And of course, do check out Prin's Instagram account. She does those cool baking and gaming videos. She's done quite a few recently during the December holidays. Ooh, my word. And let's just get this community even bigger. Because it's so fun to have all these people that enjoy playing Nintendo all playing together. And while the main community is South Africa based, feel free to join us no matter where you are in the world. We actually love meeting people from different places. And I actually love to see different people from our channels, and actually a large portion of the channel's action comes from America and Canada and Mexico and the UK. So we appreciate all of you jumping in. Oh my word, I'm going to be knocked out, guys. I believe I'm going to be knocked out. Let's see. I'm 22nd. And I think there might only be one more item box left. If that. And I've got 0 items. Nope, not even an item box left. Oh wait, there we go. There we go. Can we do anything with this last one here? Can we get ahead of anybody? Let's see what we can do. Whew, that was so tight. And I saw Pren was at the back and Luna. Or Donuts. I don't know if you guys made it through. I think I just made it through there. I hope you guys did too. Alrighty. Okay, there's Pren, so hopefully we just need to see. Oh, there's Luna, so it's just Donuts. Oh, sorry. So Donuts says you knocked me out. Oh, sorry, Donuts. My bad. Completely unintentional, Donuts. Oh, so sorry, Donuts. I must have gone past you right at the end. I thought you may have made it through because I did see Luna's, the Luna name and then Pren as well. So I was a bit worried there. Ah, thanks, Donuts. Let's see what we can do. Whew, that was close. That was an amazing shock timing. Because we're all so close to the end here. So anybody that's got protective items is really going to be loving that. Okay, but we're not doing too badly. We should make it through. And there's Pren. I always forget that there's a right turn there. Crikey. Oh, I didn't realize I had activated my golden mushroom. Mario Galax. That's the person that's in front of us. Woo! Green shells going around. There's Pren. Pren using Boo on the big cloud. I love it. Okay, near the end again. I need to make sure I use my items correctly now. Oh, I got in 12! Oh word, that's twice I've made it as the last person. Crikey. Oh my word, Lena, did I knock you out there? I'm so sorry. What is happening to me? Let's go, Pren. Okay, 8th or better. Need to remember. Oh no, bullet will push Pren out. Sorry, Pren. Why are people hitting me across the room like that? Okay, I think I'm gonna keep that one. Okay. Donuts says I'm getting revenge because she stole the boxes. I would love to take the credit for that, but I was mostly just trying to get forward. There's someone else that's dressed like you, friend. Yeah. Let's get that podium. Let's see if we can get it. I didn't realize we were almost at the end already. I think I've left it too late, everybody. Not even tonight. It's not going to be our night tonight, everyone. But thank you so much. GG's, everyone. As Luna said, fun as always. Thank you for the great stream. Thank you, Luna. Have a great week and weekend, everybody. See you next week. Enjoy Animal Crossing, says Luna Wolf 2. So be sure to be checking out the socials for that as well. Thank you as always. Remember, it's dangerous to go alone, so take this.